I'd like to welcome you inside of Hot Springs County High School here in Thermopolis, Wyoming, home of the Bobcats. Today's game is a 2A Northwest Quadrant matchup between the visiting Greybull Buffaloes and your Thermopolis Bobcats. We'd like to welcome you. Varsity boys basketball, finally. We get to broadcast the boys on TBSN. We haven't seen the varsity team since December, so it's been awesome to watch them from afar. But now they're here. It's their home opener here in Thermopolis. First time the Bobcats have played it at Hot Springs County High School this year. Well, with that being said, we are going to deliver our players to watch for today's game. Starting off, I am so sorry. And we are going to start off just real quick with the Greybull Buffaloes. I want to keep my eye today on Carter. Carter Jacobs, a 51% field goal percentage, 0 for 5 from 3, so don't expect him to be too much of a threat from beyond the arc, but definitely keep an eye on him in the paint. Caden Hunt as well. Now he is a threat from beyond the arc. A 23% field goal percentage, most field goals made and attempted from beyond the arc. He's 15 for 66 with a 23% field goal percentage. Caden Hunt will be one to watch for Buffalo as well. And the last one to watch for the... Did I just say Buffalo? I meant to say Greybull. But last one to watch today will probably be Yandel Hernandez. I think we're going to keep an eye on today if he plays today. So with that being said, we'll take a quick break while they do the starting lineups, and we'll be right back. You're watching Bobcat Basketball on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. Like talking you back here, Thermopolis Bobcats, #1 team in Class 2A versus the Greybull Buffaloes. It's varsity boys basketball on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. Greybull Buffaloes coming into this game coming off of a loss against Rocky Mountain, 48-27. The Buffaloes heading into this game 5-8. Haven't played. I mean, they're 0-1 in conference play as well. Obviously, the loss to Rocky Mountain. They're in our conference, obviously. This is a 2A Northwest matchup between the Buffaloes and the Bobcats. And the home opener for the boys, Brody Potter, gets us taken away here with the 34 of Carter Jacobs. And we are underway. Hot Springs County High School, Thermopolis Bobcats boys home opener. Del Dukes, near side here, gives it up. I think that's Cody Bomagen that just gave it off. CB3, I think that's what they've been calling him. Down the left side. Tries to get out to Bombingen. That was, I think, Zach Hasty. I'm trying to relearn everybody's names here. It's like, I don't know. It's just, we haven't called a varsity boys game since December, since we were in Rock Springs. So obviously we've lost a couple of the names. So we got to take a little bit to relearn them. So pump fake. They'll drive right side. Back door here to number 23. Left side. This one's taken away. Nope, it's not. Yandel Hernandez keeps a hold of it. Shot up wide open for three. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Brody Potter. Potter up top. Gives it up to Bombingen. Bombingen shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Thermopolis Bobcats coming off of a blowout win over the Shoshone Wranglers last night. So let's see if they got something still in the tank for the Buffaloes today as they play their second 2A, as they play their second quadrant game. Coming down the right side, picks up the dribble. Looking, back door here. Number 3's got it. This is Caden Hunt. Hunt, back door, number 23's got it. Yandel Hernandez shots up and in. Told you, he was one to watch. 6:35 to play in the first quarter. You're watching Varsity Boys Basketball on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. Here comes Ellis Weber with it, near side to Dell Dukes. Dukes, skip pass, shot on its way. Hasty, three! Zach Hasty. What a shot there by the junior. Near side, here comes Greybull. Onto the right wing, pump fakes. This is Hernandez with it. He'll give it up here to Caden Hunt. Hunt, left side. Driving, jump stop on its way. It's up and no good. Lucas Bolzer going to the line to shoot two. Still 3-2. Bobcats on top here in this the boys home opener. We know that the girls, technically the girls have played 7 games at home, but they still had their official home opener just earlier. Shots up and swish. So with that, Lucas Bolzer will tie it up at 3 here. Let's see if he can nail this second free throw. Brody Potter and Cody Bombingen will be up there trying to box out and rebound. Here they go, the offensive rebound by Caden Hunt. Bobcats got to get there, try and find a way to rebound. They got 2 tall freaks up there, Brody Potter and Cody Bombingen, like we just said. Up into the corner, he'll drive up, baseline drive, double teamed, it's taken away. Dell Dukes there, and here comes Bombingen. Floats it up, Potter, Bombingen, shots up and it's in. I thought he was going to dunk it. I thought one of them was actually both players very capable of dunking it. We obviously saw Potter do it multiple times, both at Lander and in the Flaming Gorge Classic. Pump fake, number 15 with it. This is Isaac Vigil, played in the JV game. He'll go far side here to, I think this is Carter Jacobs. Dale Dukes, back-to-back steals here. He'll give it up. Bombingen to the basket, and he dunks it! Cody Bombingen, two-handed slam! Oh, man, what a dunk! Bombingen. Wow, man. I told you, he's capable of dunking it. He just did. Back door, number 15 with it. Isaac Vigil down the right side. Bounce pass, back up to the three-point line. Its shot is up. It's no good. Rebounded. Yandel Hernandez out toward Isaac Vigil. Driving, right side, shots up, traveling violation, no basket. The student section goes wild. Cooper coming into the game, it looks like. A couple of these guys we saw in the JV game, Rex Cooper and Isaac Vigil. Zach Hasty with a bounce pass to Ellis Weber. Pump fakes, passes right side back to Hasty. Hasty driving right. Floats it on over. Ellis Weber on its way. 3! Ellis Weber! 10-3 here in this one. Bobcats on top. Number 11, Lucas Bolzer with it. Backdoor, number 34, Carter Jacobs. He'll pass right side. Here comes Lucas Bolzer again. Backdoor, traveling violation. got one coming in. It is going to be Yandel Hernandez checking back into the game as Rex Cooper comes back, and that is going to be a timeout. Looks like it is a Greybull timeout. We'll be right back. I'd like to welcome you back inside of Hot Springs County High School, home of the Bobcats. 3:49 to play, or 3:44, whatever, to play here in the first quarter. Bobcats on top, and the highlight of the game so far, Cody Bomagin's two-handed slam. Can't let you can't let Potter or Bomagin go on a breakaway, or they will slam it down. And here they go, loose ball picked up by number 3 for Greybull. Shot is up on the left side, up and in for Carter Jacobs on the dish by, I think that was Caden Hunt. Only one of these guys we really have to worry about taking shots from beyond the arc. We talked about him earlier in the game. Zach Hasty, Del Dukes, pump fake. And that guy was, of course, Caden Hunt, who just had that dish for the assist. And, you know, I think the Bobcats doing a pretty good job containing Hunt for the most part so far, but they got to keep an eye on him from beyond the arc. It's not the paint you have to worry about, really. It's the three-point shots there. Hunt does have a 30% two-point field goal percentage. He's only made 25 of those inside shots and mid-range shots this season. Hunt with it, has it outside the arc. This is inside, back to Hernandez. He'll kick it back out. Here comes 34 on the shot. It's up and no good for Carter Jacobs. Out of bounds as they try to give it up to Ellis Weber. This one will go out of bounds, and coming into the game is Cole Weishart. Del Dukes headed onto the bench here. Into the game is number 11, Brody Welch. Had a pretty good showing in the JV game earlier today. Let's see what he does here. Shot on its way. It's up and no good, and that is a collision there. Welch gets the rebound for the Bobcats. Doing pretty well there. Far side, here comes Hasty. Gives up to Ellis Weber. Bomagin slings it on over to a wide open Hasty. It's up, it's in, 3! Zach Hasty, 13-5. You can't leave Zach Hasty open. Hasty and Bomagin definitely our best three-point shooters on the Bobcats. And these teams keep making the same mistake. They're leaving Bomagin and they're leaving Hasty wide open. If it's wearing a 3 or a 2 and it's wearing purple, you better cover him with everything you got. Double team him. Shot is up. It's no good. Rebounded by nothing as there was a whistle down there as Ellis Weber was trying to get a hand on it down there. We got a new one checking into the game. Number 10, Bridger Pyle, getting ready to come in for the Bobcats. And he'll come on. Ellis Weber coming off. Zach Hasty passing it in now. Here comes Hasty on the far side, receiving the pass there from Pyle. Here comes Pyle. Slings on over. Potter. Hasty. Corner. Bomagin. Shots up. No good. Falls short. Underneath the basket is Pyle. Shots up. No good. Bomagin on the rebound. It's up and in. CB3 for 2. And I didn't come out with that name. The social media team behind the Hot Springs County Facebook page did. Down the left side. Shots up. Blocked by Bomagin. It's up. No good there. Far side. Picked up by Welch. Far side. Bomagin with the ball. Here he goes. In traffic. It's out. Potter dunks on him. It won't count, obviously, but what a jam. He just stood over that one Greybull guy. Just hung on the rim while just absolutely humiliating Caden Hunt down there. Not so sure if that was a good thing to do, but shots up and it's no good. So that's the pride tell the Buffaloes. Another guy that's dangerous in the paint is Potter. We've known this. Thermopolis fans have known this. If you watch film, if you're an opposing coach and you watch the film, you're going to know that this guy is dangerous in the paint if you let him break free. Because this guy, if he has enough speed under him, he will go up there and he will jam it. He will posterize the defense there. Both shots missed there. It's up to the far side, number 22 with it, Rex Cooper. He'll get up near side now. Loose ball picked up by, thought it was picked up by 22 there, so Cooper passes it back up to 14, Cole Weishart. Weishart bounce pass inside, shots up, it's in. Caden Hunt for 2. Keep in mind, we just said Caden Hunt, not very good in the paint compared to his three-point game. Not much of a threat from down there. Brody Potter, actually don't know who it was, sorry, number 10, Pyle. He'll give it up on the side. Here comes Pyle, shot it for 2. It's up, it's in, 3! He had a foot inside the arc from my angle. Referee obviously didn't think that, I guess. I guess he saw it a lot better there than I did, though, to be fair. 3-point shot for the Bobcats there. Here comes here comes Greybull. I'm going to make that mistake more than once, get used to it. 13 seconds to go in the first. Left side, loose ball, and I think that probably should have been considered a push foul on Thermopolis, but they will let that one roll out, and I think Greybull will maintain the possession. Carter Jacobs checking back into the game for the Buffaloes. Caden Hunt heading out. He's had a pretty good game thus far, getting the bulk of the points for the Buffaloes so far today. Here comes Cole Weishart on the inbound for Greybull. Weishart throws it up to Lucas Bolzer. Passing it around the perimeter, number 23 with it, Yandel Hernandez. Back door to Lucas Bolzer. Shots up, and it cannot get in there. Zach Hasty chased it down at the end of the quarter there. 18-7 your score here as we end the first quarter. The Bobcats on top by 11. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're watching Bobcat Basketball on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. Before we go, looks like we also got some subs. Armani Dukes and Nolan Collins just took off their warm-ups. So we have got 2 fresh faces that'll be coming in. We'll be right back. Well, we'd like to deliver an announcement before we get ready to get back going. The Thermopolis Bobcats cheer team placed 3rd place in the 2A state championships. Also with that, the Thermopolis cheer head coach got voted 2A coach of the year for cheer. So congratulations, Thermopolis Bobcats cheerleaders, for the bronze medal in Casper at the Spirit competition yesterday. So with that being said, we're about ready to get back into another sport here. Second quarter, basketball back underway here. The 5-8 Greybull Buffaloes, the 9-3 Thermopolis Bobcats, and we actually forgot to update something. Thermopolis is number 1 ranked in Class 2A, so we just updated the score bug. Sorry about that. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded. That one's up and that one's no good. Rebounded there by Bridger Pyle. He'll go near side to Brody Potter. Potter holds on to it, calling his man back. That's Nolan Collins. Past the Bobcat head. Far side, Potter. Potter driving right, slings it on over. Shots up. It's no good for Bridger Pyle. .12 to play in the second quarter. You're watching Varsity Boys Basketball, number 1 Thermopolis Bobcats and the Greybull Buffaloes. 2A Northwest Quadrant action. Kicks it back out. This one volleyballed over. He is going to keep it from going into the backcourt, though. Good job there. Gives it up to Hernandez. And loose ball taken away by Nolan Collins. We got one checking into the game. We got Cody Bomagen and Dell Dukes about ready to return into the game here. Far side, Potter slings it on over, out of bounds, and that one was through the hands of number 10, Bridger Pyle. So Pyle and Potter headed to the bench, so I think we only got one original starter still in the game. That is, I think that is Cody Bommingen that is in the game. He started the game. Also Armani Dukes into the game now. So that was not Dell. That is actually Dell is in the game, him and Armani. Up the left side, off the double team. Shots up, no good. He's being triple teamed down there in the paint. And a traveling violation, but hats off to Cody Bommingen, Nolan Collins, and Armani Dukes for ganging up down there on that triple team there. Isaac Vigil coming on, getting ready to inbound for the Buffaloes. With it now is Caden Hunt. Now 15. Isaac Vigil tries to give it back to Hunt, and that is taken away by Ellis Weber. They're doing a really good job, like I said, stopping Caden Hunt. Yeah, I don't think he's attempted a single three today. Here comes Weber. Kicks it back out to Bommingen. Bommagin's shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Lucas Bolzer. Far side, bounce pass underneath. Here comes Hunt. Shot is up and it's in. Caden Hunt. He's got 4 points on the day, I believe. 18 to 9. It's a 9-point game in Thermopolis. Greybull trailing here as we're about ready to approach the halfway mark of the second. 5:28. This game brought to you by Kirby Consulting Incorporated, your elite oilfield consultants since 2013. Far side, here comes Zach Hasty slinging on over. Dell Dukes taking the shot. It's up. It's in. Cha-ching! Three. Banks it in for three. 21 to 9 here in Thermopolis. Passing it right side, behind the back pass. Here they go. Taken away by Bobbingen. Up the top of the Bobcat head. Gives up to Weber. They're on the far side. Weber picks up the dribble, passes left, Hasty with it. Hasty driving inside the paint. Steps inside, it's up and it's in. Zach Hasty, he's been behind quite a few points today as the Buffaloes will use a timeout. It looks like Logan Birmingham wants to talk over just a little bit as Greybull burns their second charge timeout. And we will take a quick break and we'll be right back in just a moment. The student section, I believe, shouting Brody Potter. We'll be right back. Let's welcome you back to 23-9 here in this one. The Bobcats on top here in their boys' home opener, as well as the second game of 2A Northwest competition for both the Bobcats and the Buffaloes. A tale of two teams. Bobcats coming off of a win over Shoshone last night to open up their 2A Northwest campaign. The Greybull Buffaloes took on the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies last night and lost. That was their opener, so tale of two teams. Bobcats 1-0 in 2A Northwest Quadrant competition and 2A West competition. Greybull 0-1. 4:23 to go here. They'll pass it right side. Almost got taken away by Hasty. Still a little chaotic down there on the floor. Greybull having a lot of trouble holding on to the ball. Probably something they need to work on here. And Dell Dukes goes off the back of Brody Potter. You can't even fault him, and it ends up as a backcourt violation. Bobcats retained possession. That was one of the funniest things I think I've ever seen in my life. It bounced off the back of Brody Potter. Bet he felt he's going to feel that one in the morning. I haven't been hit by a basketball in 10 years, but I don't remember it ever feeling good. Oh, that's a lie. I actually got hit in the face with one not long ago. Here comes Del Dukes, Brody Potter. And by not long ago, I mean like 3 years ago. Zach Hasty out toward the bench there. It goes out of bounds, and looks like they pressed a button over there that says substitute, because that immediately after they put in Yandel Hernandez and Caden Hunt back into the game. Like I said, Hasty must have hit the substitute button. Every coach has one. I'm just joking. I wish. Makes it a lot easier for us. Bomigen passes underneath. Potter up and in. 25-9. Bobcats on top here in Thermopolis. On top in Thermop. And a whistle. That is going to end up going to the baseline. 11-1 here in this one. Or sorry. Where did I get that from? I think I was looking at the foul counter. I'm an idiot. And Potter up, almost got it there. I think they drew a foul. I'm glad he didn't dunk it, because then I would have looked like an idiot for missing it, because we did not get our camera turned in time there. I wish I should probably hire a cameraman, shouldn't I? That way I don't have to worry about it. Shots up and it's no good. Rebounded by Potter. Or sorry. I think I'm getting a little exhausted. I'm sorry. Potter's taking free throws right now for those who just got confused by that. Yeah, and he misses his second one. I think somebody did go for the rebound there on that first one. I think that's what confused me a little bit. We got a full sub coming in. That is going to be Armani Dukes, Brody Welch, Nolan Collins. We also got Garrison coming into the game, and then after that we also got Bridger Pyle that will be checking into the game. So all five will be coming onto the floor. They'll be replacing Del Dukes, Brody Potter. Oh, check that they're not. Okay, so they just got sat back down. Gets it up onto the left elbow. 14 with it. He'll give the back door. Shots up. This is where he's most dangerous. That one's up and no good. Caden Hunt. We just talked about that in the pregame show. Caden Hunt with the highest three-point percentage on the team of those who are actively attempting three-pointers. Did I say free throw percentage? I meant to say three-point percentage. Although free throw percentage, I'm sure someone else has that. Actually, no, Caden Hunt. No, never mind. He doesn't have the highest free throw percentage. Shot is up, and it is good. Bridger Pyle looks like he got that one. Nope, never mind. Caden Hunt actually does have the highest free throw percentage. He's 19 for 30 coming into this week. Obviously, the stats are a little outdated because they just got done playing Rocky. But before that Rocky game, he was sitting as the highest free throw shooter on the team. Shot is up, and it's in off the glass. Carter Jacobs. Once again, Carter Jacobs, he's the best man on the Greybull Buffaloes when it comes to those inside dishes. Nobody on the team better than him. 51% two-point field goal percentage, 62 for 121. So Carter Jacobs and Caden Hunt, those are two players for Greybull that the Bobcats should be worried about. We said this in the pregame too. They got to be a little bit more, they got to smother him just a little bit more. Shot up. Potter almost gets it there. Shots up. He will get the inside dish. 29-11. Couldn't get the dunk, so he settled for the inside two-pointer instead. Spin taken away. Weber rips it right out at number 15, Isaac Vigil. Far side taken away by the Buffaloes. Did my camera just flash? That's not good. Up the right side and a jump. What? Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I think it. So it got tied up down there. Looks like coming out is Isaac Vigil. Coming into the game is Nolan Collins. So they're not going to substitute them. They're not going to substitute them 5 at a time. They're going to probably just do them 1 at a time here. I have a feeling Welch might be next here into the game if they do choose to use that sub. Here comes Bomigen. He'll give it up now to Collins. Now up over to Zach Hasty. Del Dukes into the corner. Dukes Slings it on over, and this one's taken away. Rebounded by number 34, Carter Jacobs. Near side, up into the corner now, number 14, Cole Weishart. He'll go right side underneath, and the ball is out. Caden Hunt. 41 seconds to play here in the second quarter. You're watching Varsity Boys basketball on Two Basin Sports Network, 29-11. Thermopolis Bobcats trying to earn their 10th win of the season before the Rocky Mountain game. Here comes Bomagen with it down the right side. Shot up, no good. Rebounded there. Bomagen gets it again, that time on the second chance. 31-11. 20 seconds to go here in the half. And what has been a very entertaining first half of play. We've only been here 30 minutes, too. That's incredible. Gets this one to the near side. And this one's poked. They can't get that one away in time. No, they can, actually. It's up and no good. 31-11 the score at the half, and we will take a quick breather. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. You are watching Thermopolis Bobcats boys basketball on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. And looks like the Chuck-a-Duck contest is going on right now, so we'll be right back. I'd like to welcome you back inside of Hot Springs County High School. We're going to deliver some of our scores from around the two basins as part of our halftime show here. Just 1 second. Well, with that being said, a lot of stuff going on today across the state of Wyoming. We're just going to focus on some of the scores from today's action as it happens here. Of course, these scores brought to you by Wyo Preps, a trusted source that we use, not sponsored or anything, just your source for Wyoming high school sports. You can't beat it, man. This has been such a useful tool for me. But anyway, we're going to start off with a couple of with a Wind River Basin team. Riverton playing Star Valley today. Score has not been given for that just yet. Moving on over to Class 3A, Cody took on Lander. Wind River versus Bighorn Basin today. The Cody Broncs defeated the Lander Tigers 50-36. Cody headed into that game number 3 in Class 3A. Lander was number 5. Next up, we move over to Class 2A. Kemmerer taking on Wyoming Indian number 3. They'll play later tonight. I'm sure Slade Spoonhunter will probably have highlights of that game up soon. Big Piney will also play Wind River. Scores have not been given for that game just yet. Rocky Mountain took on the Shoshone Wranglers today. Rocky Mountain won that game 49-43, so now Rocky is 2-0 in quadrant play heading into the game on Thursday. Bighorn taking on number 5 Sundance today. That should be a fun one there. No time even has been announced, it looks like. And then finally, we're going to move down into Class 1A with a Bighorn Basin matchup. Matiti taking on 10 Sleep tonight at 6 p.m. That game obviously has not started yet. It'll start in half an hour. And then St. Stephen's will be playing at Burlington tonight as well. No score has been recorded for that. We also have some out-of-state opponents playing today. Lyman taking on Manila, Utah today at 7 p.m. That is in 2 hours' time. They are going to be in Utah for that one. Manila, by the way, I think it's on the border of Wyoming and Utah. Am I wrong about that? Is it Utah, Wyoming, or is it Colorado? I don't know. Manila, all I know is that it's up near Flaming Gorge. So should be a fun game there. Lyman has had quite a few out-of-state opponents. I think they played Rich recently. So good luck to those teams out there. Lyman, please represent Wyoming well in this one tonight. Well, we're getting ready to start the third quarter of action, and we are back underway. The Bobcats and the Buffaloes. Near side, bounce pass to the left. Number 11's got it. This is Lucas Bolzer. Now to the corner. Isaac Vigil kind of fumbled it a little bit there. They'll move right side. Here comes Carter Jacobs. Back door. Stops. Slings it on back. A rugby pass there. Number 3, Caden Hunt with it. Hunt tried to take advantage of the screen there, but can't get much from it. He's being hounded down there by Brody Potter. Almost said Brock for some reason. Good Lord. Out of bounds. This one is going to stay here with the Cody Broncs. Where did I get Cody from? It's going to stay with Greybull. I am so sorry. Cody was here for a freshman contest. They wear the same exact color scheme. Also, literally, Cody is directly west of Greybull if you take that highway. So don't yell at me too much for that. Caden Hunt, backdoor here to 15, Isaac Vigil. Vigil driving onto the elbow, bounce pass, finding a lane up the right side. It's up and it's in. Zach Hasty didn't really provide much resistance on that one. It is 31-13. Still nowhere near in trouble. They are still up by 18. It's just this game brought to you by Vesper Chapter 19 and the Order of the Eastern Star here in Thermopolis. Meetings every second Saturday on Arapahoe Street in Thermopolis. Here comes Brody Potter. Shots up, it's in. Back to a 20-point game. Why didn't that second thing register for the Greybull score? Okay. Technical gremlins strike again on our score bug. Dribbling, switches over to his left hand, picks up the dribble. Backdoor, number 1's got this one. Or number 3, sorry. Shot is up, and I don't know. I think that was blocked by Bobajan. Here comes Potter. Shot's up, one on the jam. That is the second dunk of the day for the Bobcats. First one by Bobajan, second one, of course, by Potter. Shots up, no good. Dale Dukes comes down with it. Like I said, you can't give Brody Potter that kind of space. He will use it. He'll do it again. No! Oh. The fans, I think, wanted a foul there. Left side, 11 on the shot. It's up no good for Lucas Bolzer. 5:27 to go. Here comes Ellis Weber with it on the far side. Weber on the Bobcat head, on the ear, passing right side, Dale Dukes. Dukes swings back up to Weber. Weber, shot up, Potter. It's up, it's in, Potter. Brody Potter hasn't gotten very many points tonight. He did that dunk earlier, and he just got that elbow shot, but really he's been more of a defensive and a rebounding tool for the Bobcats. Dale Dukes passes up to Cody Bomajan. Bomajan with it. Here comes Dukes up the left side. Bomajan up and in. And here comes Greybull with it again. They'll call a timeout. Probably a smart decision. Greybull uses their third charge timeout, and we will take a quick break as well. Bobcats on top, 39-13. Like to welcome you back. It just seems like the Bobcats are just highlight reels at this point. Bobcats trying to show why they deserve that number 1 spot here. They've got 3 losses on the season. We know one of them was to Sundance. One of them was obviously to Rock Springs. And I think they sustained another in the Bighorn Basin Classic, although I'm not sure. I can't remember who it was. Backdoor, takes it there inside the left elbow, swings the ball, gets it back up, shot up. It's going to be up for 3, no good. 34 on the rebound, and a traveling violation on the Buffaloes. St. Clair on the call down there for the referees. We've seen a lot of him in the Bighorn Classic especially, but we saw him at the what was that, the 2A SmackDown. Bomajan on its way for 3, no good, rebounded. Hasty gives up to Dell Dukes. Good Lord. Cody and Brody, that rhymes. You two have worn out. Oh, we got the "you can't do that" chants from the student section. Haven't heard that one actually all day. But the student section coming out in numbers over there on that far side. You can see them. They can't even sit in the stands anymore. It's flooded that much. And here comes Greybull. 39-13 to score. Bobcats on top. Number 1 team in 2A. Bounce pass. Down the left side. Floats it up. It's in. Able to fool the Bobcats on that one. 15 on the board for the Buffaloes. 3:48 to go in the third. This game's actually gone by super quickly here in this first half, or this just in this varsity boys game. Hasty tests the cannon. It's up, no good. Brody Welch almost got the rebound there for the Bobcats. Gets it up on the mid-range. Takes the jump shot. It's up and it's good. And we talked about this with Caden Hunt. He's such a good shooter. Not really that shocked that he was able to get that one to go. Their side, here comes Potter down the right side. Shots up, it's in. Brody for 2. We got 2 Brodies out there on the floor, by the way. Potter and Welch for the Bobcats. There are no Brodies on the Greybull Buffaloes. What a shame. Lucas Bolzer with it. He'll get up to the far side. Caden Hunt, and that is going to end up being Well, the referee negated it just in case. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Number 22, Rex Cooper coming in for the Buffaloes. Coming in for the Bobcats is Nolan Collins. Wearing the same number he wears for football, by the way. He wears 0 for both football and basketball. Also, I said this in the JV game, a wide receiver for the Bobcat football team this past fall. And we'll be seeing him for one more year as he is a junior this year. So they're gonna need to replace Dale Dukes because he's a senior this year as well. So I think they'll be in good hands with Nolan though. Driving, this one loose, picked up by Armani Dukes. He's pushed to the ground down there. And the whistle blown there. Checking into the game is Carter Jacobs. Checking into the game for Lucas Bolzer. We got Isaac Vigil waiting there on the bench. Everybody else, people we haven't seen play today include Cord Edler, William Harlow, and I think that's all we haven't seen yet. Underneath, Welch, shots up and it's in. Brody Welch for 2. The sophomore getting it done down underneath. Brody like we said, had a pretty decent game in that JV game. Was pretty impressed with the points he put up and the rebounds especially. Rebounds and steals. The dude was a defensive weapon. Gets it up underneath. It's up. It's blocked from behind. Hasty. I think it was Hasty and Welch. Kind of a team effort on that block. Here comes Zach. Shots up on the right side. It's up and in. And the Bobcats want a timeout now. It's 45-17. Thermopolis on top here by almost 30 points here in Thermop. We'll be right back. Well, we are back here. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. 45-17. Bobcats use their first charge timeout, which is kind of odd. They're up by 30. I'm not sure if there's anything they really need to adjust. Could probably expect them to let off the gas pedal from here, though. We have seen the Bobcats kind of, let off a little bit when they're up by if they ever get up by this much. And, me personally, I probably, unless my starters were getting super tired, I'd probably leave them out there, honestly. Just use some of my bench players. Don't put anybody extra in there. Bobcats could probably work with some of their best. They could probably work with their, I think the Bobcats probably could work with their top 7, I probably think. If you're going to replace your starters, probably put Nolan in there, put Nolan in there, put Brody Welch in there. Probably that'd be about it. That'd be that'd be a good. I was about to say Armani Dukes, but all due respect, haven't seen much from him off the bench. And it's going to go out of bounds here. Sorry, I am so sorry. I'm clearing my throat quite a bit today. Cody Bombingen's dunk earlier was, starting the downfall of my voice. But here we go. Brody Welch tries to dish it inside. Number 14, Ryan Aaron's into the game for the first time today. Haven't seen him much this season, actually. Near side, number 3 with it. Caden Hunt with it in the paint. Shots up, basket negated. And a foul there on the floor. Like we said, that will not stand. The referee waved it off. Looks like Brody Welch will pick up his first personal foul of the game, and they'll keep this one in. Here comes Greybull, shot on its way. And, Caden Hunt almost got that one to go. Caden has not gotten any of his threes to go. I think he's only attempted one today. Then that was almost a dagger. But that's what I was talking about. I keep telling you, Caden Hunt is a threat from beyond the arc, mid-range and three-point. He proved, he sunk a mid-range shot from the elbow earlier today. Coming into the game, number 22, Rex Cooper. Heading off the floor is number 23, Yandel Hernandez. With it now, this is number 4 with it. That is Jordan Garrison. Brody Welch with it now. Welch passing it on over to number 0. Shot is up for 3. It is up and no good for Bridger Pyle. That one's up and no good for Aarons. Another timeout for the Bobcats. We'll step aside real quick and we'll be right back. 45-17. 31 seconds to go actually here in the third. I'd like to welcome you back. Just like to say, student section shouted, "We want Lovell" during that break, and gotta say that's not. You hear people say, "We want Bama" back in the day, and that's just kind of never spelled good things. So shot is up and it is in. Brody Welch for 2. Welch, I believe, has 4 points on the game so far. Not doing bad. But no, you chant that, you're probably asking to get your butt beat by 30. Lovell, the number 1 team in Class 3A, by the way. So a little bit arrogant to. We never really could get Lovell off our back. Shot is up in 3. Caden Hunt, it was only a matter of time. What did I tell you? 47-20. Thermopolis on top by 27. I'd like to welcome you back here inside of Hot Springs County High School, home of the Bobcats. Fourth quarter about ready to start. Last quarter of the night. Bobcats, last game before their test against the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies on Thursday. Out of bounds. The student section was about ready to start another chant there, but looked like it was whistle kind of stopped them a little bit there. I do think, though, that they need to be that someone needs to talk to the students about that. That was not a good. And I even just told somebody else that's up here on the track. You know, I'm a big proponent of the student section chants, and I think it's kind of ridiculous when the school and the state get involved with that kind of thing, censoring the students like that. Like, certain chants are fine as long as you're not calling people slurs. But stuff like we want insert team here is not a good chant. It's asking for you to get beat by 30. And a hard fall there for Brody Potter. But yeah, stick to the you can't do that chance. that's basically what I'd say. Shot is up and swish. So who was that again? I actually have no idea. Shot on its way. It's up. No good by Hasty. Here comes, giving it back to Hasty. I was blanking here for a second on 5. It was Ellis Weber. Shot's up and no good. Speaking of Weber, he's the nearest one there in the vicinity. Getting dapped up by one of the student section members. You got to love that. You got to remember, when you're in a school of like 200 students, right, like you're pretty close with most of them in there, right? And that's awesome. That's why I like these smaller schools, student section. I mean, obviously, these are students that share classes with the players on the floor. I think that should go without saying. But you can also kind of tell who the popular kids are in this school. Passing left side, number 22, Rex Cooper. Number 3 with it, Caden Hunt. Backdoor, number 11, Lucas Bolzer. They're passing it around the perimeter. 6:18 to go here in the game. Blocking foul on the Cats. I think they picked it up on either Ellis Weber or Zach Hasty. Nope, check that. Yep, they did it on Hasty. 3rd personal foul, by the way. He's in a little bit of trouble here. He's got his 3rd foul, 2 away from fouling out. I hate saying disqualification, but that's pretty much what it is. Let's be honest. Personal foul there on Ellis Weber. Now his first personal. He can afford to burn a couple of fouls like that, get a little aggressive, try and play a little defense, but when you start getting 3 or 4 fouls, that's when we really need to start letting off the gas a little bit. Shot is up, but it's no good. Rebound there by Brody Potter. This kid has had an electric second half. I didn't really notice much from him offensively in the first half. Obviously rebounds and, steals and stuff like that. But here comes Potter. That's the 3rd dunk of the day. His second dunk of the day. What in the heck is going on? I'm sorry, is this Hot Springs County High School or the NBA All-Star game? And that is going to cause a timeout here. Greybull is going to burn their 4th timeout. We'll be right back. By the way, calling it the NBA All-Star game is a little bit of an insult considering they don't play serious defense in the All-Star game. I meant to say the NBA dunk contest, but point still stands. What the heck is going on? Everyone on the floor has lost their minds for the purple and gold. This 2A Northwest game, this home opener for the Bobcats, the official home opener for the Bobcats, although the girls have had 7 games home prior to this, has been an electrifying experience. 3 dunks, 1 by Bommingen, 2 by Potter. When does it end? Passing it around the volleyball line here. They're going to keep it there on the wing. Wide open. Can't get a shot to go, though. And tipped. Here comes Dukes. Stolen away. Far side. Armani Dukes with it. Passes it right side to Potter. Potter back to Zach Hasty. Slings on over to a wide open Cody Bommingen. Now up to a wide open Ellis Weber. Weber, Hasty with it. Gets up underneath. I think they're trying to set up an inside play here. Here comes Weber. Shot is up. Lets it fly. It's up. It's no good. Rebounded by number 11, Lucas Bolzer. Bobcats take on Rocky Mountain for their next contest. That one's up and no good. I don't think we'll be covering that Rocky game. We'll be in Shoshone during that time. I think they're going to be here. I don't know if they're going to be here, if they're going to be in Cali. I think the Cali one's later. Shots up, no good. Might not even be Thursday. I'll double check that and get back to you on that, but Second shot on its way. It's up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Bommingen. Well, our next time you see us will be on Monday. We'll be up in Meeteetse as the Thermopolis Bobcats freshmen take on the Meeteetse Longhorns varsity team. That will be a fun game. And crossing off a bucket list item for me, too. I've always wanted to see Meeteetse's gymnasium. Gives it up. Cody Bommingen. Back up to Ellis Weber. Gets the ball, though. 4:34. Bommingen lets it fly. It's up. 3! CB3! Cody Bommingen. He's a threat in the high post. He's a threat from beyond the arc. Who can stop this kid? And he's a junior, too, so he's here next year. Here comes Bommingen on the steal. He's going to dunk it. That's his second dunk of the day. Oh, my. Oh, I don't even think it should surprise me anymore. Bommingen with his second dunk. It's like him and Brody Potter in a contest for who can get the most dunks in a game. Up the shot. It's up and in. Hernandez is able to get that one to fall. It literally feels like I'm watching either a high-level college basketball game or an NBA game because these guys, they can take flight. It's up. Weber thinks he can fly too. It'll be up and in. Well, you know, I don't think humans can fly on their own just yet. The technology's not quite there, but I think Potter and Bommingen are the two closest people we got. Down the right side, kicks it out. Number 34's got it. This is Carter Jacobs. And by the way, to the Greybull fans tuning in, I'm sorry. It's just, I just can't believe what I'm seeing in front of my very eyes. I'm sorry. I think you'd act the same way if one of your kids put up 4 dunks in the game too. Shot is up and it's in. It's pretty rare to see a dunk at this level of high school basketball, let alone, 4 in a single game. But Brody Potter has been routinely dunking it every single game. I've seen Cody try it. I haven't seen him dunk before today. Shot is up and it's in. Armani dukes up and in to make this a 30-point game again. Bobcats will call their third charge timeout, and we'll be right back. Bobcats on top by 30. I need to take a deep breath or I'm going to say something on here that I'm going to regret. But that is the second time today that the student section has used the "We Want Level" chant. Like I said earlier, I don't care if a student section uses the "You Can't Do That" chant or whatever, like the air ball or whatever. As long as you're, like I said, as long as you're not calling people a slur on the floor, it's fine. But when you're saying "We Want Level," especially when Level is the #1 team in Class 3A for both boys and girls basketball, you are asking for the Bobcats to lose by 30. They need to get this student section under control. I'm sorry. I am sorry. And I know I make comments on the air that are not very good either. Think back to the Lyman football game. That still haunts me in my nightmares. But that is just ridiculous. Up the right side, it's up and in. Now there's a bright spot to everything. Brody Welch, another basket on the game. I know his family is probably tuning into this broadcast, so hi. And Brody Welch, I think he's got either 6 or 8 points on the game. He's done very well today. Not to mention the endless amount of rebounds and steals. Shots up, it's no good. And by the way, I want to talk about Welch again. He has developed a ton as a player, I think. And he's only a sophomore. He's still got 2 more years left at Hot Springs County High School if he stays in Thermop anyway. Never know what could happen, but one of these players can just up and move at any point. You never know. It's high school basketball. It's not like they're in college where they're on scholarship or anything, right? But it's he's gotten so much better as a player. I think Shane Corpening has taken very good care of him. Him, Paul Collimer, and the other coaches that are down there, Troy Weishard, they're taking very good care of him. They're taking very good care of all these kids. Like I said during the girls' game, this is the best coached Bobcat team I have seen in a while. Shot is up, and it is no good. And I have spent years criticizing head coach Shane Corpening. I have spent years. He's made me eat my words this year. I don't care what happens the rest of the season. He has had a really good season so far with this Bobcat team. I remember the days back in 2018, we would lose by 30 every single game. Shots up and it's in. 3. And we would finish the season 2-22 or something like that. I think there's 24 games played a year. We're sorry about that, about the camera not being focused there on that 3. Sometimes I'm too busy watching the game and I forget to turn the camera. I know we had people comment in the YouTube chat in the girls' game that we have been kind of slacking on the camera a little bit, but yeah, I apologize. We got 3 people coming in here. 44. So Cash Hoffland coming in. We also got number 24, Jordy Ariza, coming into the game. Am I reading that right? Is that the right person? Because that is a freshman, if so. I also see Anthony Chacon into the game. He was in that JV game as well. It's time to deliver our player of the game. I think it's pretty obvious who that is. It's going to be Cody Bomagen. Honorable mentions today, very honorable mention, include Brody Potter. Shot is up and no good for Cash Hoffland. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded here. Hoffland kicks it back out. So, yeah, anyway, honorable mentions today for the Bobcats include Zach Hasty. I also want to give a shout out to Brody Welch as well as Brody Potter, Brody Welch, and Zach Hasty. Nolan Collins also think deserves some praise as well for his performance today. And for Greybull, we got Caden Hunt. I also want to shout out Lucas Bolzer and Isaac Vigil for what they've done today as well. 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. That is the end of the game. The Thermopolis Bobcats take down the Greybull Buffaloes 60-31. The Bobcats now 2-0 in conference play. Greybull now 0-2. And, well, with that being said, we would like to thank you so much for tuning in. We have upcoming games for you. Like we said, we're going to be in Meeteetse on Monday for the freshman boys, and then the very next day we'll be back up here on this very track as both girls and boys freshmen take on the Arapahoe Charter Falcons. And then we got quite a few more coming up. We got a lot. Just keep your eyes peeled on our Facebook page and the upcoming streams tab on our YouTube channel because we got a lot coming up. Basketball season is just getting started. With that being said, we'd like to congratulate the Thermopolis Lady Bobcats and the Thermopolis Bobcats. Congratulations to both of you for your wins today. We'd like to wish Greybull a very, very good rest of the season. And we'll see you in your house, I guess. I hope that there's no middle school games clashing with that Greybull games. I want so badly to see. I've already seen Greybull Middle School. I want to see Greybull High School. I heard it's a really nice-looking gymnasium. And with that being said, I guess that's all from us here. We'd like to thank our sponsors once again, Kirby Consulting and Vesper Chapter 19 of the Order of the Eastern Star Fraternity. With that being said, we're going to sign out here from Hot Springs County High School. It's been Varsity Boys Basketball on Two Basin Sports Network. The Thermopolis Bobcats take down the Greybull Buffaloes 60-31. As always, we'd like to thank you so much for tuning in. Please drive home safely if you're coming in from Greybull, and please do not pet the buffalo, as ironic as that sounds. And we'll see you on Monday in Meeteetse. 60-31, the final score. Thermopolis wins.